Andy usually likes the long ride home from grandmother's house. But today the ride seems too long. Andy doesn't have anything to do, and he's fidgety. Andy's father thinks of something. Maybe Andy can help with the driving. That would be fun. But Andy knows he's not old enough to drive. How can he help? By reading signs, Dad says. Andy knows he can't read well enough for that. Even his father isn't fast enough to read all the words on some big signs. They seem to go by so fast. But Dad knows there are some signs that are easy to read. There are no words on them. After a little practice, Andy can tell what these signs mean. One sign shows that there's a curve ahead. Dad has to turn left. Another sign shows a different kind of curve. Dad has to turn right. Still another sign shows a curve that looks something like the letter S. It's an S curve. Dad has to turn one way. Then he turns the other way. This sign has lines that cross. It means Andy and his father are coming to a road that crosses the one they're on. Dad watches for cars coming on the crossroad. Andy wishes all signs were so easy to understand. The ride must end soon, but from now on, he'll have fun with signs. A day later, Andy is on his way to school with his sister. There are signs, and some are like the ones he saw on the road. They let him know something without words. One sign looks like a big camera. The sign is outside a shop where cameras are sold. It's easy to read signs that are pictures. Another sign looks like a big ice cream cone. Andy knows what they sell there. Another sign is just as easy to figure out. It looks like a shoe. It's in the shop where Andy's father buys shoes. But many signs have words on them, and some words are hard to figure out. There are ways to find what these signs mean, too. And as he goes to school, Andy thinks he's found one way. Sometimes Mrs. Logan, the school crossing guard, signals with her arms to stop cars. Other times, she stops cars in a different way. She holds up a stop sign, and drivers know what she means. At the next street Andy and his sister must cross, there is no crossing guard, only a stop sign, like the one Mrs. Logan was holding. When drivers read the sign, they stop their cars. So Andy can find the meaning of a sign if he knows what a person using the sign wants to tell people. In this case, stop. Later in the day, after school, Andy plays with his best friend, Will. What does this sign mean? Andy remembers something he saw a few days ago. He saw people look at the sign, then look at the house. The sign is about the house. Will's father showed the people around the house. This might have something to do with the sign. The sign says, "For sale." Will's father wants people to know that the house is for sale. On his way home, Andy passes Mr. Corey's house. He knows this house is not for sale. Then what is Mr. Corey trying to tell people? Well, where is the sign? It's not just any place. It's on the lawn. So maybe the sign is about the lawn. Andy remembers how Mr. Corey feels about his lawn. He's very proud of it, and he likes to keep it beautiful. When Mr. Corey sees that people may walk on his lawn, he says, "Please keep off my lawn. Please keep off. Please. Please." The sign says, "Please." Andy has noticed another kind of sign on his own house. It has no picture and no words, just the number 124. A number like this is important to a delivery man who brings packages to people's houses. The houses here are numbered 120, then 122. So you might guess that the next number is 124. This is Andy's house. The man knows it because he's seen the sign. Another day, Andy is playing with his friends. While the boys and girls play, maybe you can have some fun reading signs. Aren't the boys and girls playing like the boy on this sign? What do you think the sign means? The picture looks as though it has something to do with children playing, and the sign is near the street, where drivers can see it. When a driver sees the sign, he slows his car. The sign means slow, children playing. Signs like this help to keep people safe. At the corner is another sign. It's on the trash basket. The basket is a place for old paper. But the words on the sign don't say paper. What do you think the sign means? Maybe you've seen this word before, the word clean. So the sign says something about keeping things clean. What things? Well, we see baskets and signs like this all around the city. So the sign may be about keeping the city clean. Yes, keep our city clean. Around the corner from Andy's house is a movie theater. It has a big sign that tells what's playing. What picture is playing? Well, we know this word, boy. So this picture must be about a boy. And we know this word, dog. So the picture must be about a dog, too. The name of the picture is A Boy and His Dog. If you happen to like dogs, it could be fun to see. Here are Andy and his father again, going shopping. As Andy walks, the signs he passes let him know many things. Groceries are sold here. This store has animals for sale. What does the sign say? This store has things to play with. What does the sign say? Like Andy, you'll learn that there are different kinds of signs everywhere. There are signs that mark roads. Signs that help you to find a house you may be looking for. Signs that help you to keep safe. Signs that remind you to keep our city clean. And signs that let you know where you may have fun. You can have fun too, finding out what signs mean, learning to read signs.